Chapter 2. The beautiful host EC appeared in the studio, accompanied by guests invited by the program team. This time we specially invited Zhu Qianshun, a wilderness survival expert. Mr. Zhu was the third runner-up in the last season of Desert Island Survival. I would like to ask Mr. Zhu, what is the most important thing for the contestants now? Water, there is no doubt that it is water. Zhu Qianshun said, contrary to what ordinary people understand, islands and deserts are as short of water. The human body needs a lot of fresh water for daily activities. If there is no timely replenishment of fresh water, people will become mentally disordered, the function is greatly reduced. After 4 hours of sleeping, a lot of water is lost, and they must replenish water as soon as possible. He said to the screen, as Mr. Zhu said, water is the source of life. Let us follow the camera and see how the players solve this problem. Contestant number 1 Walter is trying to get water from the trunk of a banana tree. Contestant number 2 Tester was so lucky. He found a green wild fruit tree on the island. Now water and food are all solved. Friendly reminder, don't eat wild fruits you encounter in the wild because they may be toxic. Only professionals can tell the difference. Don't imitate them easily. Our number 2 player is a professional. He is an excellent explorer. Oh my God, Tester fainted. We can see through the camera that his face was blue and he was foaming at the mouth. Oh my God, he's going to be eliminated. Contestant number 3 Tu Shiwei is using the condensation method to obtain water, which takes a certain amount of time. Contestant number 10 found a puddle of muddy water. He dipped his sleeve in the water and squeezed the water into his mouth, hoping that there were no parasites in the water. What was player number 57 doing? He collected urine into an aluminum alloy kettle. Was he really going to do that? Yes, he really did that. Director, please cut the camera. Contestant number 57 gives us an important reminder, survival requires a price. Wait a minute, player number 66 found something. He found a complete and unopened box of Coke in the shallow water. There are 12 bottles in total, none of which have been opened. The camera zoomed in, and we can see the production date of the bottle. It's 7 days ago. God, he's so lucky. The live broadcast room completely exploded. Other contestants would drink their own urine for a sip of water, but Kelsey was able to pick up a carton of Coke on the shore. Cheating, this is definitely cheating. The program crew should be human beings, no shame. I used 1 month's overtime pay to bet he would be the first to be eliminated, and now I've lost all my money. The program team will return my hard-earned money. The popularity of the first season of Cast Away led to the birth of the second season. Billions of viewers around the world watched it in real time, which hid huge business opportunities. Broadcasting fees, copyright fees, and endorsement fees are pouring in, but the most profitable thing is betting on players. Betting on a certain player, betting on how long he lasts, betting on the way he is eliminated, betting on whether the number of days he survives is odd or even. This undoubtedly stimulates the audience's attention. But the hottest bets are always who will be eliminated first and who will survive until the end. Many people placed bets on Kelsey, but he picked up a box of Coke and successfully passed the first level. Dear viewers, we traced the origin based on the production batch number on the Coke box. 1 day ago, an ocean-going cruise ship passed through the nearby waters. This box of Coke should have accidentally fallen into the sea while transporting cargo, and was carried to the shore by the tide. Later, the program team will post a detailed traceability process online. Please believe that the program is absolutely open, fair, and we will never interfere in the program. Please also don't throw garbage into the sea. It is everyone's responsibility to protect the environment. 2 drones hovered above Kelsey's head. This is a camera specially developed by the program team. It is only about the size of a baseball. It is solar charged and has 24-hour standby. It can shoot 360 degrees without blind spots. It is affectionately called the blowfly. Through the lens of the blowfly, Kelsey looked up and drank a bottle of Coke in the sun. The flow of sea water took away the temperature of the Coke, and water droplets hung on the bottle. It feels so good. Kelsey let out a breath. It feels like this desert island survival show is not that difficult. For every extra day of survival, you can get a reward of 10,000 yuan. In Blue Star, where the average monthly salary of senior blue-collar workers is only 100,000 yuan, can buy a nice 3-bedroom apartment with 2 living rooms. At this moment, the fans who had bet on Kelsey being eliminated first were so angry that their lungs were about to explode. Look at his expression, he is too arrogant. Mistaking temporary luck for strength. I'm going to continue to bet on him and bet on him being eliminated first. He's definitely not going to make it through today. Fans have gone crazy. You can sign in now. Do you want to sign in? A woman's sweet voice sounded in my ears again, like a midnight guest room call. Sir, do you want service? Half of Kelsey's body was numb. Sign in. He thought silently in his mind. Congratulations on gaining basic wilderness survival knowledge. Suddenly something came to mind. After digesting it all, Kelsey's wilderness survival ability was no longer 0, but became 0.1. In the broadcast room, he said, our players have passed the first level. It seems that everyone has made sufficient preparations. Mr. Ju, what should the players do next? Before night falls, you must find a good settlement. Night is more dangerous than daytime, with mosquitoes, poisonous gas, moisture, and the enhanced beasts released by the program team. At this moment, flames are particularly important. Fire can heat food, dry clothes, drive away wild animals, and maintain body heat. If you want to get through today safely, you must have a source of fire. Indeed, our players are also aware of this. He said, let us follow the camera and see what the players do. Player number 1 used the gunpowder in the bullet to make a fire. He successfully raised a bonfire. He is worthy of being our seeded player. He should have realized this before landing on the island. Contestant number 2 has woken up after being poisoned. He is hitting rocks with a dagger to make fire. He is almost successful. Most of the players are making fire by drilling wood. Ju Chenshan said with a smile, the method of drilling wood to make fire is well known, but it is not as easy as everyone thinks. It requires certain skills, patience, and more importantly, luck. We noticed that the face of contestant number 13 was soaked with sweat. It's not okay to use flammable materials. Whoever can obtain the source of fire will have a chance to survive the first night. Before the sun sets, only contestants number 1 and 2 succeeded. Wait a minute, what is player number 66 doing? He opened the first condom, what is he going to do? Kelsey moved the coke to a hillside not far from the coast, which was an important supply for him in the next few days. He took apart a condom, filled it with seawater, hung it in the sun, used the principle of a convex lens to focus on one place, and piled flammable objects underneath. I didn't expect that condoms can be used like this. E's face turned red and she said, I noticed that Mr. Ju also had a surprised expression. Do you not know this technique? Oh, although I haven't used it, I have heard of it. Ju Chenshan said, I was just thinking, who would be the first to come up with this method? Look, everyone, the flammable things on the ground have started to smoke. Oh, he succeeded. He became the third person to light the bonfire. Perhaps, we should pay more attention to number 66. He may have more than just luck. E smiled and released her seductive charm.